the market.
All right. Welcome everybody to another episode of the Boardroom interview. And who do I have with me today?
You have Juicy Jade, JG,
JG, Juicy J, JG.
You know where I'm at.
What's the difference between the two?
Two faces. JG is gonna be like your more conservative, laid back. You know what I'm saying? Juicy gonna be more of your wild, in your face, free spirit.
Yeah, what's your zodiac sign?
The Gemini.
Oh, it makes sense. It makes so much sense. Tell me about that sign. Tell me, what are the good? Give me the good and give me the bad and give me the ugly.
The good, bad, and the ugly.
And it's no particular order. There's no particular length. Like, we can sit here all day. I want to hear it. I'm here for it.
Okay. All right. Well, personally, I feel like the good overall from any Gemini I've ever experienced and myself is loyalty. I know for a fact we are very, very, very loyal. Overall, of course, the bad is going to be you never know how many people you're going to get in one body. So you'll feel like you know a person, you felt the person out, and then it's just like, who is this? The ugly, I feel like my ugly is uglier than anybody else's ugly. I try to stay very positive, very peaceful, because once I'm not, it's ugly. Very ugly, looking like this and still just ugly.
Oh, ugly. Man, we don't want to see you ugly.
We don't want to see that.
So tell the people who you are, where you from, how you got here, and what you doing out here in Atlanta.
Okay. I have been in Atlanta, in Georgia, but all over for about 10 years now. I moved here when I was 18 years old, and I just big dreams from a small city, So I just kind of packed up my car, drove down here by myself. Like I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna figure it out.
What city is that?
Canton, Ohio.
Okay.
I'm originally from Alliance, Ohio, which is smaller than Canton, but I always say Alliance raised me, Canton made me. And I just packed up I'm going somewhere where they love black people, where music is popping, where I can get my video vixen on, where I can just find myself, and ultimately that's what I moved here and did. I went through the struggle, and I really got it out the mud and figured it all out, and
That's dope. So what are some of the lessons that you learned from the time that you was a child coming up in Ohio that you still use today?
The lessons that I have learned, honestly, I will say, and this has worked to my benefit more than any other lesson I ever learned. I can genuinely remember my grandmother saying to me one time, don't tell your secrets. If a secret is so good that you can't keep it to yourself, what makes you think the next person will keep it to themselves, And I've lost a lot of friends. I've made a lot of friends as well, but it's been a lot of, catty girl stuff going on, and it's so beneficial to be in a position where there's nothing negative anybody can say about you. Because people will, So keep your secrets to yourself. You don't want nobody to know. Keep it between you and God. Keep it between you and your journal. Just keep your secrets to yourself. That's the best one.
So, as far as being a vixen, what is the experience like? Like, I understand there's good and bad at everything, but would you say how do you maneuver when shit just ain't right, or has it been just smooth for you?
No, not quite. Just life. So nothing is ever just smooth, but I will say more than anything, firstly as a lady, overall, I've learned to just conduct myself professionally. Atlanta is a big city, but once you're here, it's small, So I've never wanted to have anything bad associated with my name. So even when things aren't moving smoothly, I always stay in character. I always make sure that I present myself properly and just react without emotion, even if I feel emotion involved. So that overall, I try not to get to the aggressive place, but you know, you will get tried, and like not even just like saying like by men, I'm saying like about your money, about your time, you know. So I just always make sure my delivery is professional, but I always make sure I express myself. Like I'm not one to bite my tongue. What I feel, it has to be said. But overall, yeah, professionalism is the biggest key. Mannerisms, everything just has to stay put, stay together for me as a lady.
How do you feel about the effect of social media and people like really going in on how they look? Like, do you think how could I say? Do you think that's a negative impact, or do you think that it's positive because it actually makes people care about how they look?
I think it's both. So for a very long time, I didn't care about social media at all. Like, you know, I didn't want to get too deeply indulged in the opinions of others and what other people think of me, you know. And then once I did start promoting my brand on social media, I realized the importance of marketing on social media. So more than anything, I feel like it's about your mental strength. If you get on there and you're comparing yourself to other people, or you're not following the right platforms, you know, it could be very negative for you. But if you about your money and you on there hustling and you networking and you marketing, it's the greatest thing that could ever happen to you as a creative and as an artist, you know. It's all about mental strength though, because it could go both ways, and I feel like as you grow, you realize that when I was a little more weaker, I had to stay off of there. I'm comparing myself to Jade and shit, like, that should be me, you know? In reality, it's like time is on your side. You just slow it down, take your time. I had to follow a lot of little baddies, like, I'll follow y'all back when I get to where y'all at. So right now I'm comparing myself to y'all, you know? And really I'm trying to compare myself to who I was yesterday to assure I'm growing.
And it's kind of crazy because it's like, you know, I guess, you know, even though social media is grown through the years, it's never had such an impact that, you know, now everything is put out there. Like shit, like people seeing murders and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy to me because, like, that's been my childhood, that's been my life, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't put on social media, and it's like people are surprised that this is how the world is. But for me, honestly, it's like, oh, now y'all can see it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Do you think that's more helpful to let people know what's going on, or do you think like shit should just go back to people not knowing everything?
No, awareness is always necessary, you know. It only affects me emotionally when I see it and nothing is being done about it. Like, you know, one person can only do so much. So you're going to be looking to everybody to unite and come together. Once they view it, you'll see a video with 30,000 views and people in the comments like, oh, this is crazy. But it's like, what you going to do? How you going to change it? What are you going to do to help, you know? And it kind of frustrates me because I'm literally just one little lady. I can't just...
it's a lot of work.
Like, yeah, you know?
Yeah.
But if I could scroll and see 1 million or even 2,000, 1,000 people, like, let's all meet here, let's gather together, let's do something about this, then we could actually make a difference. But it's... we in a world where people drop a comment, keep scrolling, you know?
Yeah.
But awareness is everything. I feel like it should continue. We do need to see it.
What's your take on Black Lives Matter?
They matter extremely. I'm not the all lives. It is like Black lives, particularly and specific. Like, we matter the most. That's my take. Honestly, and it's a very emotional topic for me.
Yeah, I see.
We matter.
It's okay. I mean, let's go in on it. Let's dig. I feel more. So let's go. Let's go.
I know a lot of people talk. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm just one little lady, and we matter. Like we matter.
It's definitely emotional for me too, because it's like, well, I'm emotional about it from the other side. It's like, I feel like, oh yeah, they're screaming Black Lives Matter to white people, but we don't even fuck with each other. Mm-hmm. And I hear you saying like, I'm just one person.
Yeah.
I be thinking that too. I be like, yo,
unity.
This fight is hard. Mm-hmm. This fight, one person cannot do this fight. Mm-hmm. Like, how do we get black people to stop looking at each other as threats? Black men, stop looking at each other as threats. You know what I'm saying? Black women, stop looking at each other as threats.
I was gonna say women as well.
Yeah,
the competitive, the competition of it all. It's just like, we are one. We are one. The light skin, dark skin, all of that, it sickens me. It drives me crazy. But it does start with us. It's going to take us as a whole to be able to enforce it upon others. No one is going to believe it when there's so much black on black violence, you know. So it's low key contradictory.
Yeah.
But I do feel like if we could all unite as one, and all the black on black violence could stop, all the crime could stop within our community, if we could support our businesses the way we do other people's businesses, you know, then yeah, then we could fight the world. But as long as we screaming Black Lives Matter and then turning around like, oh, you owe me $20, meet me up the street, it's never gonna work. It's weird. We going in the circle. It's 360 all around.
Yeah, this battle is crazy.
It is.
It's crazy. So I think that like the best bet is probably just, you know, find your tribe. You know, a good 5 people. Mm-hmm. Shit, a good 2, 3 people. Shit.
Yeah.
What the Bible say? 2 or 3. Yeah. Hey.
And as long as everybody got the strength, yeah, look, it's not who, how many. We taking quality over quantity for sure.
Oh, I like that. I like that. So you had mentioned your businesses, your that you was branding, your brands you was branding. Can you tell us about those?
Yes, absolutely. I consider myself a serial entrepreneur. Ultimately, I want to be like a big name serial entrepreneur. I have a lingerie line. It's called Squirt Exotic Lingerie. I'm currently working on my next collection release for my lingerie. Video vixen, so you know, drip like juicy is always, you know, around the block, and that also is associated with my styling. I like to style. I'm a stylist. I really got a lot going on. Like I do a lot of bartending, so I work the nightlife. I've been in and out of bartending for a while, so eventually I want to start my own mobile bartending so I can start working events. And 5 or 6 sources of income. That's the ultimate goal, and I'm gonna sit down and have my little children. But now I need all 6 sources. I need them all coming in from everywhere.
That's dope, man. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
5 years. It's so funny you say that because I've been saying lately that I don't see myself having any kids within the next 5 years or so. So obviously I want to be majorly successful within everything I pursue. Even if it, like, as far as the videos, if I can take that to the next step. I've been behind scenes for a while in other people's videos, but I've been wanting to pursue music myself. And I finally built up the confidence to come on out with pursuing music. So even as far as like singing and rapping, I'm still coming out of my shell, just learning who I am, just growing and evolving. So ultimately in 5 years, I want everything off the ground. If I take Squirt and turn it into a boutique, then I want that. If I take being a video vixen into being a creative director as whole, then I want that. Like, it's just so many different avenues. I just want to take every single one of them to the next level. And that's within 3 years. So within 5 years, I want to be stable. I want stability and wealth. And I want to just travel and sit down and figure out, you know, the lazy part of me. Like what I can do once I chill. Because right now I'm straight hustle mode.
It's never going to be a chill. Not for us.
I know. You can never sit down
and
like, you know? Yeah. But I'm going to be a little more chill than what I am right now. Because I'll wake up like, what you got to do? What you need to do? What's next?
Yeah.
You know? I really want to wake up like, what account can you pay this from to figure out what yeah, you know.
You got a good mind frame. You sounding real money market records over there, but you know, I guess we'll talk about that one.
You know,
I'm gonna have to do some convincing, but you know,
convincing is not hard.
Yeah, because you know that's the mind frame we carry around here. That's the mind frame. Like only a few could get it. Only a few could understand. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
How do you feel about zodiac signs? Like when you're working with somebody, does that matter to you?
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
You know what? Like a lot of times you try to fight it. You know what I mean? You might know like somebody is not a compatible sign, but you always at first you try. You be like,
that's so true.
I'm not gonna believe that. Like, I'm gonna go off of what you say. And it's like whenever the shit hit the fan, you be like, I fucking knew it.
Yep. A Cancer.
Oh! That's one for me right there. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Every time.
That's one for me right there.
A chance after a chance after a chance. Oh Lord, a Cancer.
Mm-hmm.
First 5 questions. How old are you? What's your name? You have children? Where you from? What's your sign?
Yeah.
Cancer. Oh, you know, I'm playing off first one. Oh. Not calling you.
Yeah, you just like me. You just like me.
I'm not gonna tell you, but nah. It's a few signs though, you know. But there are a few signs that I'm extremely compatible with as well. Like I light up on the inside when I find out that's your sign. Like what?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We gonna kick it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Moons and risings too. So I guess astrology is a thing for me because I
Yes.
get deep. I want to know your big three. I want to know what you're into. Are you into astrology? Do you know about yourself?
But people try to, they try to act like, oh, that's nothing. But, like, I'm telling you through experience, like, being in the entertainment world, like, that shit is important. Because you need to know who's compatible with you. Like Dame Dad said, he said it best. Like, he said hire on purpose. And I didn't really start even applying that. I knew that for years. Mm-hmm. And I didn't start applying that till, like, 2 weeks ago. Mm-hmm. I started realizing, like, yo, ain't you tired of having the same situations with the same type of people, different faces?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it even had it's for me, I hire on purpose, and it's boiled down to even hiring models for the videos. Yeah. Because it's like, oh, if you a certain sign, and Cancer is one of them, I ain't gonna tell you my other ones because people be listening. Man,
you know, that's what I said. I throw one out there.
Yeah, I toss you Cancers in the fire.
They gonna cry about it.
Yeah, right. Because we still cool. We just can't work together. You know what I'm saying? Just keep
it's the thing.
You know what I'm saying? You can't work with everybody.
I give you a hug, give you some good energy, baby.
Yeah.
You know, we can talk about all the other sides because I feel like we here.
But man, we go, man.
We can talk about it. We can talk about it.
We don't want to lose no viewers.
We don't.
Boy.
Y'all Cancer still come through too. They're gonna be so flattered. What these y'all talk about?
Exactly, right? They're the only ones you can throw in the fire. Like, look, you mentioned me though. You mentioned me though.
Yep.
So, did I get stuck? Hey. So I see you doing fashion over there. You fashionable, like.
Yeah.
Is that calculated or is it something that it just happened? Like, do the shoes matter? Do the shirt matter?
Everything matters.
Everything
matters. From the hair to the shoes to the nails.
Are you calculated? Would you say you're calculated?
Am I calculated?
When you're before you step on the scene, are you kind of calculated about things? Or is it like you just go in not thinking about nothing?
I am very free-spirited. Honestly, the only thing I'm thinking about is having a great time, feeling good, and make sure everyone around me feels good, So, calculated, I don't necessarily think that would be the greatest descriptive word because not always. But I wish I was more calculated. So, I aspire to be more calculated. I feel like the two together is a powerful force to be calculated and free-spirited, to come in and, the focus of it all and still be yourself. Absolutely. But, yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying to get there.
So, music-wise, like, what kind of music would you say you are going to embark on? Because I know you was a ghostwriter and shit, right?
Yeah.
So, like, what kind of music you going to come out with? Like, you.
So, personally, I genuinely feel like my strength is singing. I have a very soulful alto singing voice, and to me it's very powerful. Well, let me not say to me, it's very powerful, but overall, I can spit some bars. Like, I come with some fire. Like, when I get the writing and I really read it back, I'll be like, bitch. What you doing? Why you be sleeping on this? Why you sitting on it? But I'm big on delivery, like your voice, and I have a very soft, feminine type of voice. It doesn't come with the aggression in which I feel I possess. So more than anything, currently I'm working on perfecting my tone, my delivery, because I feel like it's extremely important. I can't be talking on shit. I be talking and come in la la la. It's more so But both, I embody both. Like I told you, I'm a Gemini, so I come with the feminism and I come with the masculinity. I'm just trying to perfect the tone of the masculinity, because when I'm coming with it, I mean it from my soul. And I feel like that rapper side of me is very dominant and aggressive.
Yeah, look, I see it right now while you're talking right now.
You know what I'm saying? Coming with it. So,
have you ever been locked up?
I haven't. I have not, and that is crazy to me because I've done a lot of growing. I genuinely feel like as a woman, I didn't even know my worth, know who I was, get into the deepest of my confidence until I was 25 years old. So when I look back on it, when it comes to protecting my peace, that was a very long time where you could say anything and it's triggering me. And opposed to arguing with you, I'm ready. I am ready. I'm 1,000,000% ready. You're not about to hold me. I'm not about to argue with you. I don't want to waste no breath. You're not about to hit me first. Nothing. But I did have an incident when I was 18 years old. Shortly after I moved from here, my grandmother passed away. And so my grandmother raised me as well. Like she's everything I am. I am all of her. So I went back home for the funeral and I got arrested. But I feel like the gift of gab is one of my greatest traits ever in life. I got arrested with a few other girls, and I was the only one that didn't go to jail. I'm telling you, when I could be an actress. The tears had to come. I was like, listen, I don't know what they on, but I'm down there talking time. My grandma passed away today. Please let me go. And I did still have to appear in court for it, but I didn't go to jail, and I'm still thankful for that to this day. To this day.
So you're not guilty.
Not guilty. 2 counts. 2 counts. You're not guilty.
Not guilty of 2 counts.
In one of the most racist cities in Ohio. I said that was my grandma. Cause honestly, yeah, they could have took me and they could have put me down.
I'm glad you said that because you know what I'm coming to the conclusion of is that I mean you want to think about life all on the surface, but this shit is honestly deeper than
so much deeper.
There's so much. There's so much layers.
So much.
There's so much.
It's like you meet a person and they are so beautiful and you get to engaging with them after about a month or so. You're like, you are so ugly.
Yeah.
You are so ugly.
This shit is really, it's like it is so much about like connections. That's why I say like it's so much things that
so I will say those are always my favorite gigs to book. Any type of fast-paced music, the trap music videos, the ones where I fuck the camera and just throw ass. Like that's fun for me. And then I also love hosting gigs because I love women. I love uplifting women. I love embracing women. I love having a good time. So I go out and I turn up a little bit, and
you turn everybody else up.
I turn into Juicy and I just get everybody else hyped,
That's what's up, man. So, all right. What is one of your best experiences in Atlanta as far as, I want to say, I'm going to go with each business. The Vixen, and then you have the lingerie business, right?
Yeah, and I'm actually in the process of starting braiding school. So I
you said braiding school or branding school?
Braiding school. So
okay.
Like the locks, I always do my own hair. I'm trying to perfect my craft. So yeah, I want to offer that as well. Eventually, I want to do a little beauty bar. And one of my sisters is like the dopest at makeup and wigs. The other one of my sisters is an esthetician, and she is just like amazing at marketing. So, that's one of the family businesses I want to put together.
Oh, you're an entrepreneur for real.
I'm a serial entrepreneur. I'm trying to get every bag.
Make sure you connect with Bliss Beauty Supply here in Stockbridge, Georgia.
Okay.
6055 North Henry Boulevard.
Okay, Bliss.
Shameless plug. Shameless plug.
Okay.
But yeah, we definitely support independent people that have like their own brands and stuff. Like we offer, ways that we can sell it for you and stuff like that. So yeah. Tell us some more. Is there a burning topic that been pissing you off for the past or making you happy for the past 2, 3, 4 weeks that you just need to talk about?
A burning topic. Yes.
Ooh, see, you come with the fire. That's what I'm talking about.
The burning topic that I have to present is focus on yourself.
And why did you say that? Why did you say that?
Focus on yourself. Because I'm in a place right now where I'm growing and evolving so much mentally. I find myself cutting off a lot of friends. Like I've been losing friends. But over everything, time doesn't defy loyalty. And I feel like I'm outgrowing a lot of people around me. And I try, to encourage those around me to grow with me mentally, but ultimately it's out of your control. And I feel like people really live on a day-to-day basis on social media. Like no one is reading books anymore. No one is evolving mentally. Everybody is focused on a significant other when they really don't even love themselves. So women in particular, love yourself, learn yourself, build your own confidence, focus on you, Stop looking for a man. He gonna find you. He gonna find you, trust me. And once you love yourself enough, 3, 4, 5 might find you. You have some options, then you can choose, But focus on you, love you, learn you, figure you out. Don't stop valuing the opinions of others. Stop looking for validation. You don't need sympathy. You need success. So, most important.
You know what? You talking to a lot of men too, cause Cause niggas is like bitches for real.
Yeah.
So
and lately it seems like, you know, we low-key switching roles. Cause I got some dog-ass friends. I'm like, girl, you acting like one of them.
It's a role switch. It's a role switch.
It is. Men have been out here, you know, and that's another thing with like Instagram models and things. Men are out here in real life doing whatever it takes to get the wide hips, the small waist, the, you know, and bitches really just be no, like you said, no surface. There's nothing there. Like, you'll see this shell and then it's completely empty on the inside with a black hole for a heart and no steady income and no drive, no ambition, no nothing. Like, literally, move her into your house, she can't even cook or clean. Like, nothing. She just pretty as hell with a fat ass that's fake. It's real.
And she's a fake person too.
Very fake. I mean, yeah, very fake. Cause you obviously I don't want to speak on that too much.
Yeah, because it's kind of like your physical fucking meets your mental too. Because it's like mentally, if you a fake ass person, you move funny, you gonna do funny shit.
Yeah.
You like, that's it.
Yeah. Or mentally, you not strong, you gonna present yourself as weak. You're always gonna come off as weak. Anybody that's in tune with their intuition is gonna feel you. We gonna feel you, baby. We gonna receive that. You come in here like looking down, nose in the air, whatever. But I feel you, love. You need a hug. I feel you, baby. Bring it in.
That's the line of the day. You need a hug.
You need a hug.
You need a hug.
You need a hug. I'll be giving off all the great energy. That's my line these days. Like I told you, I come from a very aggressive past, and these days I'm like, you need a hug. Like, I got that for you. I got that energy you need, you know? And I'm strong enough at this point where I'm not even going to take off of you whatever you carry. Just let me give you some. Just let me hug you.
Yeah.
Let me hug you.
Yeah.
You tripping. You fidgeting. It's something off.
What's your idea of the perfect date?
Ooh, don't do me. Okay, so me being a bisexual woman, because I am, I'm very much bisexual. I like to court as well as much as I like to be courted, you know? So when I say the ideal date, this is something I'm willing to give just as much as I'm willing to receive. So if I ask you out, it's never going to be nothing mediocre. Like, you know, I like the old school. You take it back, you pick me up, you open my door, you know? Starting there, because I've had a few men that are like, you know, I got to pull me open your door every time. Like, honestly, no, I want you to take me home. Like, you don't have to open another door. You don't have to touch anything else. You just take me home. Certain things I just feel I shouldn't even have to ask for. But I feel like your greatest date, my favorite date is always going to be like moonlight picnics, sunset picnics. I'm a very simple type of girl. Anything that's creative and out of the box. I'm not even like no shopping spree. I'm not a materialistic person at all. Like you said something about fashion. I barely even wear name brands, you know.
So you good with $2 Tuesday,
yeah.
Taco Tuesdays?
Most definitely. Okay, so first date, impress me. First date,
impress you.
Impress
like what would impress you?
Creativity. So we don't have to do $2 Tuesday, but if you take me out and we just go on a picnic and you show up with just sandwiches and some candles and we watching the sunset, absolutely. Like a date I presented before, I've done like charcuterie. I got charcuterie together for a picnic, you know, and I brought a jar of a bunch of questions. And
What's this charcuterie? What is charcuterie?
Oh, fine meats and cheeses, honeys and mustards, crackers, you know, like these little creative, you know. Put forth a little effort. You see, like I want you to ask me questions like that. Like, what's your charcuterie? I'm coming with some creativity. I'm giving you something you've never experienced before, baby. You know, I put a bunch of questions in a jar. Yeah, I brought them and we pulled. We pulled the questions back and forth, asking each other the questions. You know, anything like that. And then from there, if you want a $2 Tuesday, if you want to ride birdie scooters through the city. I like to have fun. It's not always just going out. I'm not gonna be like, oh, book me a ticket to Brazil and me and my girlfriends and then meet us there after we there for 3 days. Then we can send them back. Like, no, it ain't never gotta be nothing like that. But I do like creativity. We don't always have to go out to eat. I'm not even really like a big movie girl. I like to dress up and have fun. So it could be anything. But the riding the birdies through the city, it hit a little different. I don't know if you ever did it. Take a couple little shotties. On the scooters, riding through Midtown, time of your life.
Now, when you say shotties, you mean alcohol?
Tequila.
See, that's where you mess up. That's what. See, I can't do none of that. None of that. See, I can't even talk right now. I can't do that shit and do nothing after that. I gotta sit down.
That's juicy.
Yeah.
That's the turn up in me. I mean, let's play. Let's turn it up.
I can't operate any vehicles. After that, like maybe on a Delta 8, I probably.
A bird scooter? You can ride the birdies on 2 shotties. You can get on a bird. They cut off at 10 o'clock anyway. You can't even ride at nighttime.
I might do some things with that bird you ain't never seen nothing because I feel like it. That's how I am.
He
I'm
trying
crazy.
to pop bullies on a birdie.
You know what I'm saying? Because of the tequila. It's that tequila fault. Blame it on the alcohol. So yeah, man, let us know where we can find you at, and leave us with a great saying or a great, something we can live by.
Okay, a great saying or something we can live by. Well, I'll start with, you can find me at Drip Like Juicy. That's Twitter, that's TikTok, and I'm really working to build my TikTok platform, so go ahead and follow me on there. Instagram, I have Drip Like Juicy as well. That's going to be my styling page. I also have Jade G Evans. That's going to be, my main face, my main page. Follow me there as well. And a good saying, something to leave you on. Hugs are healthy. Love yourself. Be yourself. And be confident but not competitive. Confident and not competitive. For real. Love you. And there, you don't have to be greater than anybody else to be confident. Just be you. That's it.
I like how you ignore the boardroom phone.
Yeah, because what you doing? I ain't worried about you. You was
You know what I'm saying?
I might have to come back over and see
She a real one, yo. She a
I ain't worried about it. Look, I heard somebody call it.
Shout out to the real ones out there. It's like, yo, y'all niggas is extinct for real. Like, that's crazy.
That's what I said. Look, confident, not competitive. I ain't worried about that phone. I'm talking about me.
Y'all already know it's the kid face, man. We just did another boardroom. I'm gonna catch y'all next week, man. I'm out of here.